Hey guys, it's Southpaw. In this tutorial, we'll be covering how to install and use the GCAM cinematic camera mod for Arma 3. It's a very high quality mod that I used in my intro to Arma 3 video to get those very fluid cinematic shots in the game. Now this tutorial is working on the assumption that you already know how to install mods for Arma 3. If you don't, there's a link below down in the description for a tutorial on that. So, let's get right into it. Alright, so the first thing we have to do is actually download the mod. I have this page right here. I'll have that in the description so you guys can just get to this page easily. This is the GCAM for Arma 3 page. It was actually originally made by Gigan and is ported to Arma 3 by Pressy TCN. So I'm going to scroll down here and click to download GCAM A3. It's going to download a RAR file, and this is basically a compressed file. It's similar to a zip file, but what we'll do is right-click on it. Now I have 7-zip. You could also extract this using WinRAR Archiver. It's basically the same tool. Go to 7-zip, and then I hit Extract Files, and I press OK. Alright, now it will extract it into a folder like this. And if you already know how to install mods for Arma 3, this should be pretty simple. We're going to open up the Arma 3 directory where you put your mods in. Now I already have it linked. I have a shortcut for it. As you can see here, this is the basic address. Go to Program Files, 86, Steam, Steam Apps, Common, and then Arma 3. And you'll be brought to this page. If you don't have any mods, there won't be any @ folders right here, but let's go ahead and take this @ folder, and you see @GCAM, we're going to just drag it over to your Arma 3 directory, and now you're left with this folder. It's just GCAM. Now this is inside this GCAM folder is a config file, which is basically where all the controls are going to be saved and everything. And that goes in your user config file, or your user config folder, in the Arma 3 directory. So we're going to scroll down here, go to user config, and I see, as you can see here, I already have some folders there, but that's okay. We're just going to go back to here, and we're going to simply drag this folder over to the user config, like that. Now the mod is installed. We have the @GCAM, and then add-ons, and the PBO, and then we also have the user config with the GCAM folder and the config.hpp. So now I'm going to go back, and this is where you can either load the GCAM through Steam by typing in a parameter. If you have a mod launcher like Arma 3 Sync like I do, it's very simple. Just hit refresh. As you can see, GCAM is right there. And I'm going to add it to my tools folder. Doesn't matter where you add it, you just want to check mark it. And now I can start the game, and it will load GCAM. So now, let's go into the game and let's see how to use it. Alright, so we're in the game now, and I'm just going to go to the editor. And I'm just going to go to Stratus. Hit continue. What I'll do is place down a main unit for myself. So I'm going to double click, and I'll just be a rifleman. And then I'll have, let's say we want to spectate a helicopter flying. So I'm going to spawn in a helicopter. Let's do a AH-99 Blackfoot. Alright, we'll ungroup it. And let's set it on a waypoint. So maybe let's have it go all the way over here to Camino. Don't need it to land or anything, just want it to move. Set the time of day, let's say about 6 o'clock in the morning. And let's preview. Now the GCAM controls, I had a hard time finding the controls at first, so I'm going to show you guys how to use it. Alright, so as you can see, GCAM is already an option. Select GCAM. I'm just going to go to my action menu, select GCAM, and now we're in the GCAM mode. Now if you press L, it will bring up, now there's a little no entry. I'm not sure what that is, but doesn't affect gameplay at all. Just hit close. And as you can see, we have different options. The most important thing you need to know is selecting your unit that you want to spectate, basically. As you can see here, there's the AH-99 Blackfoot. I'm going to select that. And now, if I move my mouse, this will just move your view where it is. If I hit L again, it will disable the HUD, so that's good. And now you just use WASD to move around the helicopter. And the cool thing is, if you use your scroll wheel, you can zoom in, and it kind of looks like a like someone is actually flying with alongside the AH-99 and is actually using a camera to zoom in and everything. It's really neat. You can get some amazing shots. Q goes up, Z goes down. Now if you press L again, it will bring up the menu once again. If you right click, it will actually go back to the default. Now there's also different options. You can toggle the follow mode, so you can say maybe you just want to have your camera stay stationary but just follow the object that's moving, so you can just hit the follow and hit L again to disable. You can still zoom in and everything, kind of move around, but it's a little different because you're not exactly following the Blackfoot closely. Your camera actually stays there, but it's just panning as the Blackfoot moves. Now you can also press F to toggle that. There's also a toggle behind mode if you just want to get behind the vehicle. You see it's enabled. You can press B for that, or you can select it in the menu. And the focus mode, this basically unlocks your camera. If you hit focus, it will unlock your camera into a free mode, so that's cool. Just hit focus again to get it back. And as you can see here, this F-trig function, it says toggle firing and ejection trigger. This will actually follow guided missiles, designated bombs, mortars, that kind of stuff. So that's really cool if you want to get a shot following like an artillery shell that gets shot up into the air and comes back down. It's pretty cool. This button right here, plus or minus, this will change the time, so you can actually get some really cool slow motion shots also, without having to like slow down the footage in the editor, or not in the editor, in your rendering video editing software. So that's really neat. Yeah, you can speed things up all the way to I think 2 or 3, pretty fast, maybe 5, but doesn't look like you can actually type in the value, but that's fine. So you can also see there's even rabbits. We can even spectate some rabbits if we wanted to, which that's interesting. So yeah, that is that's about it for my GCAM tutorial. If you have any questions, comments, or problems, just feel free to post them in the comments below. I'll be happy to answer your questions. So that's it. Thanks for watching.